Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Whenever you're tuning in, my name is Christina. I'm gonna get ready for work at work. Happy Tuesday? Whatever day it is. We're gonna get ready for work. Here at Naples Mattress in Southwest Florida. Called Naples Mattress because we're here in Naples. Look at this gray hair. Could it be any grayer? Yes, it could be. Oh, we don't want to talk about that anymore. That's happening. Am I going to cover the grays? Probably not. Probably not. Because it's 46. This whole shebang is 46. It is what it is. We're just going to get it. We're going to get it together this morning. We're going to get it together. So, I brought this yesterday. Ended up using a different palette, but she gorgeous. Huda Beauty Nude Medium. Gorgeous little palette. But I'm going to get skin prepped. Skin prepped for makeup. It's in a Ren packaging. Disregard the packaging. I probably could pull off the packaging. It is the Thayer's Milky Toner in here. So I'm going to do a little bit of that. I'm going to go in with the Beauty Stack Triple Plump Coconut Milk Serum. I've been using this for a while. It's really good. Would I repurchase it if I didn't have a billion other containers of skincare? Probably. It's pretty nice. But I have some other things in my skincare drawer on deck for when this is finished. I'm going to follow it with this Hydra Restore Day Cream by Grown Alchemist, which is lovely as well. We've been using this for a while, and it's quite good. I'm going to cement my eyebrows in an upward position with the Ardell Brow Glue. I'm going to prime my eyelids for shadow. I have dehydrated skin and oily eyelids because, you know, why not? Have a little bit of everything. What else am I going to do? Dampen my beauty blender a little bit. And get ready for makeup. We're going to do the eyes first as not to get fallout on the face. And I brought this as well. It is the L'Oreal Visible Lift Serum Absolute Foundation with sunscreen. SPF 17, hey. Medium coverage plus vitamin C. It looks a little bit not the right shade. Let's give it a look. I know I've been using it. Maybe it blends out well. That's fine. It just looks a little bit deeper in the bottle. Let's put some skincare on first before we dive into her. It's the shade 155 Honey Beige. So I guess I'm a honey beige. Let me get some skin prep going. I will be right back. Prepped, ready to go. P. Louise base on the eyelids. Blend it out with this adorable itty bitty puff. Let's go in with some shadow. For the crease and transition, I'm going to go with this really light, almost my skin tone shade. Huda Beauty is not making her big palettes anymore. But she hasn't come out with a new palette since the Icy Nude. That was the last, I think it's called Icy Nude, which is a gorgeous palette. You know what, I'm going to bring that palette tomorrow, I think. It's so good. She hasn't come out with a palette, I don't think, since the Icy Nude. So in saying we're not doing big palettes anymore, I'm excited to see what she's going to come out with next. That cream palette launch that came out recently was not a hit from what I saw, so I did not even, it didn't even show up on my radar. That is a gorgeous transition shade. What a beauty. I hope she keeps making eyeshadow, because I love it. So yesterday was an eventful day mattress-wise. I did make a sale. It was a bee-back, my favorite type of sale. If you hear beeping in the background, the garbage men are here, collecting said garbage. A bee-back is you spend some time with a customer, they need to go home and think about it, and they leave. And I'm okay with that. I'm going to blend out this inner corner a little bit. I don't mind the shadow there. And we'll further blend it with the foundation. A more dense, medium, type-ish blending brush. I'm going to go in with this mid-tone brown for the crease and outer corner. You know what? Let's put it all over the lid. The heck with it. Maybe we'll do an all matte look today. I don't do all mattes very often. That's a beautiful tone as well. She originally came in. I did what I normally do. We try 2 mattresses. She tells me which one she likes better, and I show her mattresses of the same feel and different prices. She picked one out. I put it down on a piece of paper in our POS system. I did not get her delivery address or anything of that nature, just first name and telephone number. She didn't want to give up any other information, which is fine. But I remembered to get her delivery address. Sometimes when I make a profile, I forget that I didn't get all the information first time, and then I write the ticket and print it out, and then we're like, oh dang, where are we delivering this? But I did good, even though it was Monday. We have a new sign for the front of the building, which is gorgeous and lovely. I'm going to dip into this really deep shade for the outer corner. I had some previous sign guys who I think just didn't want to do it. Said that there was no electric out there when there's clearly electric out there because the sign is up. But it looks stunning and gorgeous, and hopefully it'll be easier for people to find us. This is deepening up that color, the outer corner, while looking like a deer in headlights into the camera. I'm filming on an iMac, just the webcam. I almost purchased a camera from QVC. There was like a camera sales event. So I went to the website and I'm like, ooh, that looks good. So I bought it. And then I was like, you know what? Let me look at some reviews before I go crazy and purchase this camera. And turns out it was a piece of, you know what the word is. So I immediately canceled. I mean, I'd like to have a good camera at a good price, but I don't want to waste my money on garbage. That is coming out quite nicely. Really deepening up that outer corner. I do love a neutrally warm tone. A little bit boring. little bit more. Go back into the all over the lid shade, which is in the upper corner, that nice mid-tone brown. Kind of blend that outer corner color with it. I think that's good. Am I chomping at the bit to dive into a shimmer? Absolutely. But I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to dip back into that original crease and transition shade here at the bottom. It's a nice light tone. Blend out any harsh edge. And we'll clean up the edges when we put the foundation on. Put that aside for now. I mean, these little palettes are handy. When I went on a trip to Orlando with the family, Jason's mom and stepfather, excuse me, Honey Boo Boo, he doesn't even want me to say his name. You didn't hear that. Honey Boo Boo's mom and stepfather and my two children, I'll say their nicknames. They don't care if I say their names, but Jake and Zoe, but I call them Bean, Butt, and Boobala. And then also Honey Boo Boo's son as well. Let's hit the face with this rose water and glycerin spray. A little bit of hydration. I'm about done with this. We're gonna call this a day. This is a concoction I made of the Advanced Snail 96 Mucin Power Essence and Lumi Glotion mixed in. This is the last day we're going to use it. I'm tired of it. It's going to go into my empties. My little empty bin is filling on up. It's almost time to do an empties video. Talk about some products. I mean, this little concoction I created works quite well, but I have so many other things that I would like to be using. Beautiful glowy base. Pardon my nose. Let's put a little of this on. Got this in my recent BoxyCharm, an icon box. It's the Drunk Elephant De Bronzy Anti-Pollution Sunshine Drops. Fortify it and bronze it. Let's use some. Put a little, oh hell. Put a lot on, apparently. Put a lot on. Put a whole lot on. Let's get bronzy. Let's get de bronzy. First time I used it, I don't think it did a whole lot. But as I'm putting it on now, see the bronze. I'm seeing it. Or maybe too much skincare I have on my face. Let's let that soak in a sec. Let's let that soak in a sec. Do we want to use this? I brought home the lovely, gorgeous 24-hour skin tint. I think it's a Maybelline product. So good. I miss it. So let's try this L'Oreal. A couple pumps on the back of my hand. I'm currently using this e.l.f. Ultimate Blending Brush as my foundation brush. That is a good shade match. now that I have it laid down. Really working it in with my finger. I have like such a deep zit on my nose. It's so deep, there's no redness or anything, but every time I touch my nose, I can feel it. It's not good. Not good. It's gonna be there a while, I can tell. Alright, let's blend this out. I'm gonna forego concealer because it just doesn't play nice under my eyes. Barely need to go down my neck. I don't know if I mentioned this on camera yesterday. I went to a salon in Fort Myers called Red Door, I think, or just Red. Charged me $50 and didn't really do much to my hair. I mean, it looked nice when I left, but it always looks nice when you leave. Let's put a skosh right here. A little on my chin. My chin hates makeup. May have pumped too much on my hand. I'm gonna use a little paper towel to get it off, so I don't gook up my little towel. A little more coverage, just in that area. Liking that a lot. Another great drugstore foundation. Normally patchy, just patchy. Nothing we can do about my patchiness, because I'm just patchy. I'm gonna pick up any extra product that's underneath my eyes. Keep it nice and light. Let's cream bronze. Let's Dior. Let's Dior today. Dior Forever. Skin contour in the shade 3 medium. I'm going to go directly onto the brush because it seems to work best that way. Sephora multi-use brush right into the product. This is a contour shade, not a bronzer shade. So I'm going underneath the cheekbone. May have went a little too far in over there, that's okay. Blend it out. We will blend it out. A little bit on the 5 head. Make it more of a 4 head instead of a 5 head. Blend it upward a little bit. A little bit under the chin. A little snatcherelli up the chin. And dare I did it yesterday, dare I contour the nose a little bit. Oh. Oh. Dare I look ridiculous. A little bit under the lip. Let's blend that out. A little bit. crazy with the Cheese Whiz. Alright, we're okay. Good thing it blends. Thank you, Dior. I don't like to pay full price for things, but I did. For that. Alright. Blurch. Blurch. Oh, Blurch. I'm just digging over in my blush collection. Or what Blurch I want to use. Oh. Let's mix this Maybelline Sun Kisser in the shade City Sizzle with this nice neutrally pink by Fenty. We get my brush ready. I'm gonna start with one dot. I don't remember how pigmented it is, as I never remember how pigmented things are until it's too late. Oh, that's gorgeous. That is stunning. I'm telling you, these drugstore products are killing me in the most beautiful way possible. You don't have to spend $1 billion. You don't have to do it. I may have let that sit on the cheek a little bit too long. I don't know if you could see it on camera, but where I placed the dot, it kind of clung on right there. Not the product's fault. It is the me yapping fault. We're going to blend over it with powder, so we'll be fine. Fantastic. Since we Dior contoured, let's Dior bronzer. This is the Makeup Forever bronzer, natural bronzer in the shade Warm Bronze. I've said everywhere that I put that cream, except my nose. And my lip. It's a nice sheer product, but buildable. Great for setting that cream bronzer. Now, for the powder blush. Fenty Cheeks Suede Powder Blush in the shade Sundress Sizzling. I was at TJ Maxx. If you watched my video yesterday, I had a dress that I bought that I so much fell in love with, couldn't wait to wear it, and then the zipper broke. I also was in the makeup section, of course I was, and they had some of these blushes in that section, and I was like, ooh, they're so good. But I did not buy another one because I have a blush problem. I'm just gonna set that liquid blush with this neutrally, what would we call this? Neutral pink. That's gorgeous. Blushing. Alright, got problems this morning. A little bit disgruntled. And a little bit of a funk, a little funkadelic. The makeup was going to turn it around as per usual. Let's finish these eyes. I'm going to go in with think this brown by Fine Art Beauty. Fine Art Beauty. So good. In the tight line, but also on the outer edge of the eye. Then I'm going to take this little pencil brush, you put that down, stretch my eyelid ever so gently. We put a little bit more. Really work it into the lash line. Pencil brush. Stretch my eyelid a little bit. Just blend it out. Just give it a little bit of a shadow. Ugh. Might have to go over it. We might have to go over it with the shadow again. Let's do that before it sets down. Yikes. Back into that palette. Into this mid-tone brown. Because I don't want such a harsh line. Stretch my eyelid again. Just to really get into the inner corner. Alright. Better. Let's try this again on the other side and see how we can't mess it up. Definitely a creamy pencil. Little pencil brush. I like that a lot. Maybe use it on the waterline. Maybe. Back into that original lid shade. Bring it back. Blend that all together. I like it. I'm into it. Back into the palette. Let's go into this shade here on the outer corner. I love a bee back. Back to the story. So, we picked out the mattress. She had seen one of our ads, print ads, where it's kind of like a bonus system where you can pick one from, pick a discount from column A and one from column B. So she did that, got some discounts. I'm going to go into that shade for the rest of the lower lash line. Same brush. Make a funny face. So I applied those discounts. Got address. And she's getting delivered on Friday. And she was very happy. She thought she was going to have to wait for it on the original quote that I did for her. This is going to come home. We're going to bring something new. the product had needed to be ordered. But turns out, in fact, day of purchase did not need to be ordered. I had it in stock. I'm gonna go into that pale neutral shade and just blend out that under eye shadow a little bit before I close this palette on up. Smoky deliciousness. It looks like I'm going hard. I am just blending very gently. I like this matte eye. I do like this matte eye. I'm kind of feeling some of this pencil in the waterline. It's a nice chocolatey brown. Feeling the 80s all over again. I used to go black around my whole eye in the 80s and 90s. That was my signature look. Black pencil all around the eye, raccoon style, and then drop the mic, call it a day. Not the best look. I'm going to go in with this a little bit more denser brush and really just soften the eyeliner a little bit. I mean, it has what it has. Let's fill these eyebrows. I'm gonna go in and light fill with this ZC Palace Dessert Collection eyebrow pencil. It'll give it a nice light fill. It's more of a waxy consistency, not as pigmented as some others that I have, which is what I'm going for. I'm gonna follow the underside of the brow and comb upwards to blend it. Eyebrow, that eyebrow. Always so easy. Come on, girl. You can do it on the side. You can do it. Problem child eyebrow. Come on, we can do it. We can do it. We can look good. Come on, blend up. Ah, God dang it. Nope. Nope. Nope, she didn't want to do it. She wasn't into it. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Don't get too close to my eyebrows today. What is that? Looks like just a chunky ass brow. Oh, that one. Gorgeous. I'm gonna douse my face in this gorgeous setting spray. I used it twice so far. I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. So I'm going to douse the bejesus out of my face. I'm going to fan it off. I'm going to curl my lashes with my curling. What is it called? Lash curler. Hello. And then I want a little bit of drama in the eyelashes. So I'm going to go in the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I'm going to do a couple coats of that. And then I'm going to stare at my lipstick collection that I have here with me and figure out which direction. Oh, I already know. Or actually, I got these two that I think that Let's figure it out. That would go very nicely. I like the first one. It is a Juvia's Place lipstick, part of the nude collection in the shade Me. I'll pick a lip liner off camera after I do everything I just said I was gonna do. BRB. That is a good setting spray. What's she called? Pardon my nose. Natural Finish. LYS Natural Finish. Blur Mattify Set. It kind of blurs. It kind of mattifies. And it definitely, because when I was curling my lashes, it felt like there was something on them. So I think this is actually setting the makeup. That NYX the face glue, it was not setting the makeup. I don't think it was doing a dang thing. But I picked for lip liner this lip lifter liner from Maybelline in the shade Playa. Nice brown tone. Maybe around Halloween, when I can be a little bit more adventurous with my makeup, I'll do a makeup tutorial how I did my makeup when I was a teenager. Yikes, people. Yikes. Juvia's Place nude lipstick in the shade Me. I kind of went a little crazy with the liner, but that's okay. I think that's perfection. This formula is fantastic. Some of my favorite lipstick formulas from the drugstore. Or drugstore prices anyways, $15 for one of these. Not super cheap, not super expensive either. This is my favorite lipstick of all time. It's called a Mauve Moment. As you can see, she's loved, she's used. Let's scrape off the mascara that I got on my eyelid. We are almost done. Ready for our work day. Today is Tuesday. Hit or miss sales wise. Have some mattress drama I can't talk about yet. So stay tuned for mattress drama. We have 4 locations, which means we have quite a number of employees. So if you work with other people, you know there's always potentially some drama. Let us put a little of this Huda Beauty, little sample, it's lasted me forever, into my hand. Powder brush. Really work it into the brush. Into the T-zone. Where I don't want to be shiny. Further set. That came out great. We done did it for the day. Thank you for hanging out with me while I got ready, listening to me yammer on about this, that, and the other thing. I very much have a makeup addiction. I'm behaving lately. So many mystery boxes that I saw that I wanted to purchase. But I have a mortgage now. I can't just be willy-nilly just spending all my money on makeup. I'm trying. Like this video if you've liked it. Subscribe if you feel like it. Hit the notification bell to be notified of all my future uploads. Check out the video that YouTube thinks that you would like to watch next. And I will see you tomorrow in my live video. Every Wednesday morning at 8 a.m. I do a live Get Ready With Me, where you can help me figure out which lipstick I'm going to use, which foundation I'm going to use, and just chit chat about this, that, or the other thing, instead of me just talking to myself in a mattress store. So come hang out with me there. I would love that. Have a beautiful day, and I will see you in my next video.